This shape right here can take us really far in our bluegrass playing. So what I played there at the beginning of this video was just some fancy noodling, but everything that I played was taken from this shape here. And you often hear that little lick when you hear the opening of a bluegrass song, or when somebody kicks off a bluegrass song, or at least a guitar player, they play a variation of this little ditty here. Alright? And we're going to just play off that, and I'm going to teach you in this video how to noodle with intention, because that's really all I was doing, alright? So check it out. In this exercise, we're really going to stick to, I forget, 7 or 8 notes, okay? And I want you to think of this in terms of your fingers on the fretboard. You've got your pointer finger over the 3rd fret, your middle finger over the 4th fret, so on and so forth, your ring finger over the 5th fret, okay? And I want you to keep your fingers there throughout this entire exercise, all right? But what we're going to be doing here is basically we're just playing, trying to figure out notes, all right? By the way, I'm going to throw up, I'm not sponsored by this organization, Strum Machine, but effectively this is just playing over G, C, and D, not in that order. And this is really how I practiced and how I learned how to play bluegrass, was just kind of listening to it and figuring it out, and playing it hundreds and hundreds of times over and over and over again. Okay, so straight to it, we've got our pointer finger on the B string. We're not playing anything on the G string, and we've got the 5th fret fretted on our D string, to where when we just strum this open, it should sound like that, okay? Those are kind of the strings we're going to be working with. Alright, and very quickly, I'll throw a link to this video. I'm trying to refresh all my content. But if you missed the video where we're kind of learning this kickoff tune, by the way guys, before we dive into this, always watch my right hand here. When we play bluegrass, you're always sort of wanting to get to this point to where your hand's always moving up and down. Now, am I always going to do that? No, and if you watch my videos, I'll get into details why. But that's the goal, is to play as fast as we can. That's really how flat picking is distinguished, and so just keep an eye on that as I guide you through this, alright? Okay, so basically we're going to perform a hammer-on right there as we're kind of strumming through this hand position repetitively. And what I mean by that is it should sound like this. Alright? And I'm kind of following through all the way to the B string. If you hit that high E string, not the end of the world. I've got mine muted there with my pointer finger, but that's kind of what we're working off of, okay? And so that being said, the notes that we're going to play, bear with me here, right there, 4th fret on our D string, 5th fret D string, all right, and then we're going to be playing just 3rd fret on the B string, 5th fret on the B string, so we've got 3, 5. Same thing on the E string right below it, right? Okay, and we've got 3, 4 on the G string, all right? And I don't even know if I was playing every single one of these notes in that intro, but point being, if we just play around with this, and I mean, like play around with it as in it's going to take hours of, not looking at a phone at the end of the day, and just practicing with these notes. But back to the Strum Machine, it's a great app if you're just learning, to play through these songs. So what I've got actually going is This Land Is Your Land, and I'm not going to be playing the melody whatsoever. I'm just going to be using those notes to just try to make this bluegrassy. Also, by the way, if you missed my video that I put up the other day about this little number here, where we're moving in either direction from the 3rd fret G string, right there, to kind of bluegrassify a song, that concept comes into play here, except we're going to be using hammering on with our hammering on with our middle finger, right? And that's really going to give you some twang, all right? So that's the goal. Practice through this and try to make it sound bluegrassy. It'll take some time. Let's give it a whirl.
1, 2, 3.
something like that. Again, you just have to hear it, right? And when it comes to how you're really going to learn to play this and play it well, it's going to be a lot of that, and eventually your fingers are going to know where to go, and so will sort of your ear when it comes to hearing the chord changes and whatnot. That's ultimately what sort of happens as you play and practice more. Let me do something else, all right? So I'm going to refresh this video as well. Put some comments down in the comment section, guys, about what you want to hear, learn, even, like, I know this style of music, the issue I have with learning it online is that I feel like a lot of teachers dive into it way too deeply, and we just have to kind of learn the simple stuff to put this all together and have it make sense in a way that we can understand, and that makes it enjoyable. But that being said, I'm going to throw in a couple G runs. A G run is that classic bluegrassy, right? And again, I didn't mention it before, we're in the key of G. But let me do just that, so we're just working with that position. Kind of a way in this video to step it up a notch here. And then I'm just going to throw that G run in where I see fit, okay? All right, let's play it.
1, 2, 3.
Messed up there. Yeah. So anyway, guys, hope that helps. Go slow and steady. Don't forget to try to work your way up, down, up, down. When I was first learning guitar, that's just something I didn't focus on, and I'm still correcting it to this day, because you'll see me often, I'm sure, in other videos where I'm sure I could be playing cleaner as I play faster, but I'm not going up, down, up, down, up, down, trying your best to repeat that pattern. There's exceptions always, blah, blah, but that is ultimately where you're going to want to be, right? All right, guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below, and until next time, adios.